Hello, everybody. My name is Julius, and I am here once again for another We Tolerate Comics. We just tried recording, and we had some technical difficulties because technology is the greatest thing that ever happened in the world. I'm here with my friend Justin. Justin, what's going on? How are you?
I'm doing good. You know, my superpowers enable me to emit electromagnetic interference. So that could be the reason why we had some technical difficulties.
You better calm down with that shit, dude.
Sorry, fuck you. I can't control my fucking powers. X-Men based, all right, bitch.
I'm sorry, okay? I didn't know it was like that. Jesus Christ. Here we are. We're going to talk about some comic book stuff. Another thing I wanted to bring up before we get into the nitty-gritty, the nits and the grits, is that we're probably going to have each episode of We Tolerate Comics come out every 2 weeks rather than every week, mainly because our lives are very busy.
Oh, yes.
And we want you to wait for this greatness. So just wait, have fun, sit back, and relax as we talk about the really cool shit.
Just chillax, grab a margarita, and enjoy the ride.
Because there's a lot to enjoy.
A lot to enjoy. A fistful of things to enjoy.
Here, speak up a little bit for me.
Sure. Oh, yes. Here you go.
Yeah, I just want to make sure we hear the goodies.
The goodies, huh?
Yes. Here we are. The thing we were just talking about before we cut off short is
Wolverine in the MCU.
The return of Hugh Jackman as Wolverine. And it is in the Marvel Cinematic Universe in Deadpool 3. This is something I knew I had to talk to someone who's just as passionate about this stuff as me.
And
what the hell?
Who do we thank for this?
Well, are you passionate about this? Are you excited for this shit?
Of course I am. Are you kidding me? I saw the damn video.
Yeah, well, I mean, I thought, and you thought it was a joke at first.
I thought this was a fucking troll.
It's killer.
But then I heard the music at the end of it, and I was like, okay, this is not a fucking joke.
It's happening.
Yeah.
It's happening. So I think the biggest question that anyone has regarding Hugh Jackman's return in the Marvel Cinematic Universe, especially considering Logan.
There are a lot of fucking questions.
Yes, there are a lot. This is clearly a variant of
course.
Wolverine. Whoever they get as Wolverine in the Marvel Cinematic Universe, the main timeline, is the main version, right? Because that's how they set up in Loki with the Sacred Timeline. Everyone else is a variant.
The actor, obviously that's gonna be a mystery from now on.
Yeah.
But we do have confirmation that there is a Wolverine in the MCU already. Thank She-Hulk for that shit.
Yeah. So this version of Wolverine, played by Hugh Jackman, what do you think is the deal with it? Do you think it is Logan resurrected? Do you think it's before that? Do you think it's a completely new version of Wolverine? What do you think about this?
Quite honestly, I have no idea. I feel like if obviously yes, 100% this is going to be like a variant of Wolverine Logan.
Mm-hmm.
But obviously it's not going to be during Logan the Logan movie or some or X-Men 1.
Yeah.
I feel like what this is probably going to be I feel like this Logan is going to be the variant from maybe that universe that we saw Patrick Stewart's
the from the Illuminati world? Oh, okay, that's interesting.
The only reason why I say that is because we saw Professor X in that iconic fucking chair.
Yeah.
I feel like that universe respectively pays homage more to the suits and shit like that from the
animated series.
Yeah. So I feel like that is probably the Wolverine that we're probably going to get.
Oh, okay. That's interesting.
Or at least that's the Hugh Jackman Wolverine that we're probably going to see.
Yeah. I have a different theory regarding Wolverine and his inclusion, because this is going to be Deadpool 3. Okay. And it seems like Deadpool is going to be the same Deadpool we've known.
Oh, yeah.
So what I'm thinking is they're probably, depending on how heavily this movie incorporates the multiverse, whether we see the TVA or something like that or not. I have a feeling that what they're going to do is kind of incorporate what they did with the villains in Spider-Man No Way Home.
Oh, yeah.
Where this Wolverine is going to be from the movies we know, just picked from a specific point.
Actually, that sounds better, in my opinion.
Like I have a feeling, I'm not 100, I don't know anything, of course, this is speculation. All we can do is speculate. But I have a feeling this could be Wolverine picked up after, like right after or in between the Wolverine and Days of Future Past. And that way he would have that suit, right? Because they're going to have him in the suit. Like,
oh, yeah.
For sure.
They're going to have him in the suit.
They're going to have Wolverine. They're going to have Hugh Jackman wear the goddamn suit. There is no way. If they don't, Justin.
Well, okay, here's something that I will ask you because I like the idea that you said, but it does raise like a little bit of like explanation because like during the Wolverine the movie, doesn't he get like all of like the adamantium sucked out of his?
Yeah, he has the bone. Well, no.
I'm sorry.
Yeah.
It wasn't the adamantium. It was his mutant ability. There you go.
Yeah, because of they put something in his body like a little robot, but I think he took it out. You remember that scene where they did the surgery and he got it out and he got the healing factor back.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so I think they'll I don't know what they're going to do, but I think that would be a likely option where it would be because it's simple enough for everyone to understand. Because the reason I was worried about them even touching Hugh Jackman again with Wolverine is because of Logan.
Yeah,
and that was just such a perfect ending for that character. Of
course,
But there are parts of the character we want to see fulfilled, such as him in the suit, meeting Deadpool. I need to see that, and I feel like that would be a good point in his timeline to bring him from. You know what I mean? Because you remember the alternate ending for the Wolverine where they teased that suit and everything.
Oh yeah,
which would have been badass if they kept in at the very end of the movie.
Although, like, I'm not gonna lie, this recent news also does raise like a lot of other like what do you call it, like conceptions and stuff like that, like so like from what I've heard, people are asking like, are we gonna see still gonna see Cable in there, or
Josh Brolin?
Yeah. Cable, because Cable like does deal with timeline and Deadpool having the fucking time thingy and shit like that.
Yeah,
it's obvious that he's gonna figure out that like, oh wait, I just fucked up really bad because I not only just screwed around with time, I made all kinds of time fucking timelines, and there's this dude with a purple mask who calls himself a conqueror, fucking going around and fucking shit up.
That would actually be a really good entry point for him in the MCU, because they're dealing with Kang, they're dealing with the TVA, they're dealing with the multiverse and alternate timelines.
Like in my opinion, that can't go like unnoticed. Okay?
Yeah,
Kang. I'm sorry to say this, but like Kang will immediately like. I
so you think Kang's gonna be in Deadpool 3?
Here's what I think. Okay, I feel like the very first few minutes of that film, like we're gonna see just Deadpool just screwing around with time, just like having the time of his life, and then just because since we're already getting established with King the Conqueror throughout the next couple of films, he's just gonna show up and then he's just gonna be like, what the fuck are you doing?
What are you doing? Who are you?
Like, who are you? You don't belong in this timeline. Well, you don't belong in any of these fucking timelines. I'm gonna delete you, and that'll be the end of it.
Honestly, I do hope they incorporate that, because that was something I didn't actually like about Deadpool 2, was that thing at the end of him time traveling, because I felt like they went back on a lot of what made that movie work, like Vanessa dying. You know, he goes back, says, "We're gonna name our kid Cher." You know, like I wasn't a fan of that. But if they can redeem that element, if they can incorporate that into like, okay, you got to deal with the consequences of fucking with time. Yeah, I watched. I had a little marathon the other night where I watched Ant-Man and the Wasp, Avengers Infinity War, and Avengers Endgame, which is peak MCU for me.
Oh, yeah.
And the line that Tony Stark says of, when you mess with time, it tends to mess back. You'll see.
Oh, yeah.
I'm hoping they stick heavily with that. And if they incorporate that in Deadpool 3, like, that would be an amazing opening, honestly. Him time traveling to, like, honestly, it would be great. Like, you could see him in other MCU films in the background, you know? But that would also be a good launching point, because at that point it does make sense how Wolverine, a variant of Wolverine, comes back, you know?
Oh, yeah.
Or, you know, Cable comes back, Domino, the other X-Men. You know, I heard a report that Ryan Reynolds wants Halle Berry and James Marsden to come into the film. Cyclops and Storm.
Holy shit.
So, dude, let's
Quite
do
honestly, like, I'm actually kind of hoping that that like Laura comes back.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Like
X-23.
Like, okay, don't get me wrong. Like, Logan, like that's fucking peak like Wolverine. Like,
yeah, it's the Wolverine
and
film,
like and like I agree with everyone that shit should remain untouched.
Yeah,
but like. I'm sorry, but like I kind of do want to see like at least a variant of Laura, or at least be the Laura that we know, that
the same actress.
Yeah, the same actress that grew up, and then like there's this moment where like she comes through a portal in Deadpool 3, and then like, you know, Deadpool's like, oh hey, we brought fucking X-23. Yeah, here we go. Oh my god, we got fucking Wolverine and X-23 in the same house. Oh my god, shit's about to fucking break. And like she sees Hugh Jackman, and it's like this very emotional moment, at least for us, because obviously Logan's like, who the fuck is this?
Yeah.
And like she's like getting all teary-eyed because she knows who this is, but she's like, you're not the Logan that I remember.
Yeah.
So.
You know, this movie does have potential to hit in very similar ways, the way that No Way Home did. You know, because you're dealing
probably
with
even bigger, because I'm not gonna lie to you, before we got the Avengers, before we got, you know, Spider-Man, Tobey Maguire Spider-Man, to be specific,
it was X-Men.
We got the 2000 X-Men, okay? And we all grew up with that.
Yeah. You had X-Men, you had the films that followed, you had
the animated series.
They
like
literally
X-Men,
could do that.
X-Men, in my opinion, was a lot bigger back then, like during the 80s and 90s, than the Avengers were, like respectively saying. Because, like, you know, with the X-Men, you could relate a lot with the X-Men.
Yeah.
And, like, this like, seeing, like, those actors hopefully coming back would be a dream come true. I mean, just look at what the hell they did with
No Way Home.
No, my bad. Doctor Strange, bringing fucking Patrick Stewart back, like that was a holy shit moment.
Yeah, I wonder who the antagonist of this would be in Deadpool 3, because with, you know, those movies, they've been more about the main characters, like Deadpool and Cable and Domino and everything. You never really noticed or cared much for the antagonist. I wonder if they would do something crazy because it's part of the MCU, or it would be another, because you had Ajax and who else in the who was the villain in Deadpool 2?
It was kind of like
Juggernaut, right?
It was kind of like Juggernaut, yeah.
Yeah, so do you think they would bring in an X-Men villain, or maybe, I mean, you said Kang.
Quite honestly, I kind of hope, because this Kang like trend is probably gonna go on for a while. Like, you know, different MCU characters are just gonna like keep bumping into Kang, and like I kind of hope that kind of stays that way with at least some specific characters. Deadpool, in my opinion, is the exception. But in my opinion, to answer your question, because there are some X-Men related villains that deal with time, it would be really interesting if, like, Kang, like, came across this universe where the Sentinels won.
Oh, the Days of Future Past?
Yeah, Days of Future Past Sentinels, and then like he like I guess he does his own little twist with them, and then we get like updated Sentinels, except they look like OG Sentinels from the comics. That would be a dream come true.
It would be cool if they. I mean, a lot of people want this for Deadpool's entry into the Marvel Cinematic Universe, a take or an adaptation on Deadpool kills the Marvel Cinematic or the Marvel Universe, the comic book. That would be pretty interesting. Would you be down with that?
I'd be down with that. I mean, like,
how do you think they would rework that? Because he's not going to kill, the main 616.
Are you kidding me? People do not want to see that.
No,
but. I don't really know because from what they're doing in the MCU, like it's like from what I'm looking at, like now, like with recent news and in the shows and shit like that, it seems like they're trying to take things a little bit more precautious and seriously, because I don't know if you've noticed, like they pushed back like some of their movies and shit.
Yes, yeah.
Because
I think that's
like,
a good thing.
We all agreed that like that's too fucking soon.
Yeah, I think that's a good thing. They need to take their time with what they're building up to.
Of course, like they took their time with Infinity War and Endgame. Like we do not mind if they take their fucking sweet ass time with
Secret Wars.
Yeah, because Secret Wars is a big fucking thing, okay? And the Kang Dynasty, like, that's also a big player card. Like, you need to play your cards right with that one.
Yeah, just the idea of the multiverse, you really need to develop, because there are two stories that the MCU is telling right now. There's the story on Earth, which is, introducing new heroes for the next generation.
Of course.
And there's the B story, or I guess you'd reverse it, right? Because the A story is what's going on with the multiverse, and the B story is introducing new heroes for the next generation.
And I guess you could say C is like introducing like heroes, but like not like cosmic superheroes and like them constantly meeting up. It's like heroes and like where they're like specifically made for, like like Jen, she's for like lawsuits and shit like that. Matt, he's more street level, including Spider-Man, which they better fucking make this next Spider-Man movie like more street level. I want to see that shit. I want to see peak Peter Parker doing like like Spider-Man shit like that he would do in the comics, like hey, I gotta make my own shit, like I can't rely on anyone. Like, see, that's the thing that I like what Marvel is doing. Like, they're getting back into like like the street level shit that we missed a lot.
Right. Well, with Deadpool, I think it'll be a mix.
Oh, no.
It'll be definitely multiverse stuff.
Deadpool is an exception.
I think it would be cool if they did actually incorporate the TVA as an antagonist, It doesn't, I don't know if I would see Kang being in there, just because that's a reach a little bit, but this movie could be about anything. This could be set in the Fox world still, or it could be them going from there, first 10 minutes in the Fox world, to the multiverse as a whole. It literally could be anything. Movie,
and that and like that's the thing that's hyping everyone up, like the mystery of it. Like, how the fuck is this gonna play out?
Yeah. Do you see Wolverine being in this for the majority of the film, or kind of like how they introduced Toby?
Yeah, I feel like that's what they're probably gonna do.
Which one?
The way how they did Toby in No Way Home.
So like the last 30 minutes or something.
Or you know what? I could be probably wrong. They're since they already announced it.
Yeah, that's true.
They might introduce him a lot sooner in the film, like maybe halfway through the film, and then like, I mean, if they want, they could introduce the other beloved X-Men actors that we loved, like later on in the fucking film for like a final battle, I guess.
I could actually see this and hate speculating. You know, I hate speculating,
Mm-hmm.
but tell me what you think of this.
Sure.
Okay. So the movie is set in the Fox world
Yeah.
of X-Men, right?
Mm-hmm.
But it's set after the events of Logan. So it's Deadpool in that world, right?
Oh. Okay.
But like everyone knows Wolverine's fucking dead. But this this variant of Wolverine appears, and that's the inciting incident for the story. And Deadpool's like, "What the hell? You're supposed to be dead, right?" And then the multiverse plot kind of unravels from then on, where they try to figure out, and then more variants of the X-Men could show up. Like you could literally get anyone from the franchise to show up at that point, and
that actually doesn't sound that bad.
yeah, and then the world ends, and then they get incorporated in the MCU.
In my opinion, just don't bring any of the actors from the Apocalypse and Dark Phoenix, because I'm sorry.
What if it was Michael Fassbender?
Okay, maybe, but
What about James McAvoy?
possibly.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm sorry, like the 2000s guys, like I grew up with those guys.
Yeah, I'm hoping if they bring in James Marsden as Cyclops, they really do him some justice in there.
Redeem him.
Yeah, I mean, because I watched X-Men 2 the other day. And
you know, that's funny. I watched.
Oh, did you?
I watched it like a couple days ago. I was just like, you know what? Fuck it. I'm gonna watch X2.
Well, they really just kicked him out of that film until the very end, which was sad. And then they just killed him in the X-Men 3.
See?
That was bullshit, man.
Cyclops. There's a reason why he's a fucking leader of the X-Men. Okay, and I hope the MCU does him justice.
Who do you think they would get to direct Deadpool 3?
You know, I have no idea. They never even said that they have a director landed, right?
Did they? I don't know, honestly. I don't know if it would be the same guy from Deadpool 2.
I don't know either, but whoever it is, I hope that they could handle it.
Yeah.
And like, you know, they could keep it up to like, you know, like where the MCU is going, like from this down forward, because like right now, specifically right now, like with Kang, like you need to do some major like story connecting and shit, because Ant-Man and the Wasp is gonna play a big factor in that shit.
Yeah.
Next year.
Yeah.
And then something tells me that soon after that, Loki is gonna play a big factor in that shit.
Mm-hmm.
And whatever project comes after, like, I hope it, like, you know, plays a major factor in that.
Yeah, Deadpool is in an interesting position.
Yeah.
For this whole multiverse saga, because Deadpool is a character that could be anywhere at any time, and for them to get as meta as they've been getting the MCU,
specifically with
especially with She-Hulk, you know, with it was today, right? It was today that the episode came out. I don't think they should waste any time of like having fun with the meta quality and you know, making jokes about how now, like, okay, now Deadpool's a part of that system and everything. He's owned by Mickey and everything. They're gonna recast Wolverine, or they're gonna recast me. You know, literally make every joke, because Deadpool is the character to do that. With, you know. I'm very excited for Wolverine. Just the idea of seeing Wolverine in the suit.
Finally.
After
and can you imagine
20 years.
And can you imagine if we end up getting like the entire like X-Men like actors like back? Like that it would be iconic to see all of them in their like OG damn suits as well. Like
is Deadpool going to kill all of them, I wonder?
I hope not. because like fuck, dude, like those are beloved like actors, and quite honestly, in that movie, if they can pull it off and bring them all back, I hope they kind of give them like an ending that they like deserve.
Yeah.
Although I'm not gonna lie, they kind of all like got that like during Days of Future Past.
Yeah.
In a way.
They could have ended it there. Days of Future Past, you know,
yeah.
They really could have ended it there because it gave closure to like you saw Beast there, you saw Storm and the original cast members, you saw Cyclops,
Kitty Pryde,
and Colossus.
Mm-hmm.
You know, like that was the biggest closer and the best way to end it. You know,
yeah.
But if they do something here, that would be really cool. Give us that kind of closure the way that No Way Home did, and I'm hoping this is something good, you know. It'll be the first R-rated film I think they've done.
Bring back Nightcrawler.
Oh, the from what was his name? That actor's name, Alan Cummings, I think his name is.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
because I'm not gonna lie. Like in X2, he had to be at least my favorite. Like character in that shit because. Sure, he looked different, but then he had that badass ability to like transport.
Yeah, he was really good in that. They
It's
kind of brought him back, man. He was awesome.
Yeah, see, that's the thing. Like when X3 came out, like that's what in my opinion, felt like was missing. Fucking Nightcrawler.
There's a lot missing from X3.
Oh, well, I mean, yeah.
That movie's just Jesus. Yeah. But we've been talking a little bit about Deadpool breaking the fourth wall. Let's talk about She-Hulk. So the season finale of She-Hulk came out today.
I'm not gonna lie to you. Spoilers if you haven't.
Big time spoilers.
Big time. So if you haven't, turn back and come back later.
Yeah.
But
oh my god.
So I'm not gonna lie to you. I like when she said Kevin, I was like, wait, so we're actually gonna see Kevin Feige in this shit? And no, we ended up fucking seeing this robot fucking
an algorithm.
An algorithm. I'm just okay. So they're trying to pull a fucking what's that fucking movie called?
Which one?
You ever seen Oblivion?
No, not really. No.
Fuck. With
Tom Cruise, right? Yeah.
Yeah, in Oblivion, like there's like this like recording of like like what's believed to be like an oasis outside in space where like it's there's these two people. Fucking I don't know, but at the end of the movie, it's shown that like there is no fucking safe oasis out there in the world. It's actually a fucking giant ass fucking machine with like a weird AI that has like a god complex. Yeah. So yeah,
that's what reminded me.
That's reminded me of.
So in this, they go full on. They destroy the fourth wall in this, and so. I've seen plenty of different reactions to this ending, this season finale. There are people who really love what they did, and it saved the show for a lot of people, and there are a lot of people who hated it. I don't understand that, but so watching it last night, I loved it. I loved it. I thought it was really clever. I thought it was really unique. And it fit within this show of the MCU.
Fit within the character.
Yes. Yeah. So what did you think about the season finale and the direction they went with She-Hulk? Not only saying this doesn't work, this is dumb, what's going on? I'm going to go and fix the season finale. I'm going to Marvel Studios and I'm going to tell them to rewrite this shit. What did you think of that?
I'm not gonna lie. Like that's very like She-Hulky like to do because that's how the character was written. She breaks the fourth wall a lot. Yeah, and that I'm not gonna lie. I liked it when they did that. Like like she's all like freaking out, and then it just goes straight to the fucking Disney Plus categories and shit. But I'm not gonna lie, there were like some like a little or at least a little bit of like unanswered like questions and shit. Yeah. Like
such as what?
Emil Blonsky, that whole ordeal. Like apparently he's like got out of jail, but like now he's going back into jail.
Well, I mean, did you see the post-credit scene?
I did.
Oh, okay.
And I'm still fucking confused.
About what?
I don't know. I don't fucking know.
Well, so he, because Emil was, they actually went heavily against what everyone was thinking with the Abomination in that. I thought that he was just fooling everybody. I thought he was going to go full on bad at the end. But this show knew we were thinking that because it's the Abomination. And they, like the writers, these writers, I think, are more clever than people are giving them credit for, because they knew with each episode they address a lot the critiques and the complaints they were getting ahead of time. Like, it takes them a while to write this shit and get this shit together, So for them to have the foresight and knowledge that people were gonna react the way they did to She-Hulk, I mean, that in of itself deserves respect.
Oh yeah.
And with the Abomination specifically, like you, like me, people thought he was going to be a bad guy by the end. But no, it turns out Emil is actually reformed. He just turns in the Abomination for his speaking engagements to get money. And now he goes to jail, and then Wong comes and breaks him out. And I was like, yes. I'm cool with it. I like the Abomination being reformed,
But one other thing that I think I personally was a little bit downed on. Like, I'm not gonna lie, I was kind of getting hyped on this too. Like the idea that like the leader was gonna fucking show up.
See,
yeah,
it's another WandaVision situation, bro.
Yeah, see, like I'm not gonna lie, like my expectations got a bit too, because I was thinking like, what, like maybe it's the leader fucking behind Intelligentsia, but then I'm like, but then if they introduce that, then that's a whole thing in of itself, and you can't really squeeze that into like an hour-long episode. So.
Yeah, but this wasn't even. This was like 34 minutes.
Yeah, see, even that, my bad.
Yeah, and these are short. Like, these are short episodes, and for them to compact as much as they did into this, it's crazy, So obviously we get the quote unquote the final battle, right? Where we realize who's in charge of Intelligentsia. We all knew it was that Tony Stark ripoff for the incel and shit. And he gets the Hulk juice in him, and he turns into Hulk, and Abomination is in there. Titania shows up. The Hulk just jumps out of nowhere, and
I was so fucking confused. I was just like, "What the fuck is
happening?
Going on?"
And throughout while this is happening, Jen is talking to us and saying, "Are you wait? This is happening? Wait, this doesn't make any sense." So what do you think about that? Like, in the moment, what were you thinking when you saw all this shit just happening and her mentioning, like, doesn't make sense?
In my opinion, that shit was just too much.
Yeah.
I was just like, okay, wait, hold on a second. We're dealing with this shit, but then you're just going to go ahead and drop some more shit, and on top of that, drop another shit, and then bring in this shit, and then bring in that. Like, that raises too much questions, and then you're just like, what the fuck is going on?
Yeah.
So I'm actually kind of glad that it ended the way it did, because like, it was just messy. It was just all over the place. And what? That in of itself, like the whole meaning of that episode, that only goes to show you that Marvel is listening to the fans.
Yes.
That they are trying to like change things.
Yeah. I mean, the ending of this season, of this show, is a response to everyone's criticism. They are literally responding to what everyone, even the people who were complaining about this show, and were still complaining, it was a response. You know what I mean?
And not just for She-Hulk, but for the entirety of the MCU.
Yes.
Like they understood, like, daddy issues. Okay, we're gonna work on that.
Yeah. So when she gets to the real world, right?
Mm-hmm.
And she gets to the Disney to Disney Studios, and she gets to Marvel Studios, and she talks to the writing staff of the show. What were you thinking? Like, was this working for you? Were you laughing? Were you like what the fuck?
I was trying, like, I was also like thinking too, like, what the fuck is going, like I actually, like, this morning, like right before I went to work, I was watching it, and I had to like pause the fucking because I thought I exited out of She-Hulk myself, and like I was. And then like I saw her fucking popping out of her own fucking like image. I'm like, what the fuck? And like scrolling down and seeing it. And so like I checked to see if like I was high, but no. Luckily I wasn't. This was fucking real. So
yeah,
I was just vaguely fucking confused for like at least 2 minutes of it, and then after seeing the Kevin AI, it started to make sense and shit.
Yeah, I thought it was really clever for them to approach the finale this way, and to actually not only address, because you can, if you're doing something meta, right, you can make jokes, right, you can point out the flaws in something you're doing, but still continue with those flaws, which a lot of people have been complaining about the season finale for. They've been saying, oh, well, just because you're acknowledging that you suck doesn't mean you suck any less. But it's like, that's not what they're doing. They are taking the criticisms that people, the justifiable criticisms, the fair ones that people have for the endings of these Marvel movies and these shows and everything. They're not only acknowledging them, they're not only responding to them, but they are literally doing the whole point of the episode is to remind everyone whose show it is. There's the expectation that we have of like the final fight with the guy who runs Intelligentsia, right? The super serum, the generic qualities of that story. The final fight, right? Jennifer Walters is not the Hulk. She handles things in a very different way than the Hulk. And everyone is expecting a very Hulk end, Yeah. And it's not fair to this show. It's not fair to the writers of this show for people to put those expectations on this different character. It's a different character. So I thought it took a lot of courage, it took a lot of courage on their part to end it like this, to say, we're not doing a final battle. We're not doing the big, he gets the serum also. We're going to end this on She-Hulk's terms, and I thought it was great. I really liked that idea.
And like, in my opinion, like this also, I guess, opens the door to like, to currently what they're doing now, because I mean, you've already seen fucking Werewolf by Night.
Oh, of course, yeah.
I really digged it.
Yeah,
because it not only was it new, it introduced us to new characters, didn't give them backstories like at all, which is fine. Mm-hmm. But it really, like, it was a very self-contained story.
Yeah. Yeah.
That made it very enjoyable. The horror was right, and it made you wanting more.
Yeah, I think
definitely more.
I think She-Hulk did the same by the end.
Oh, yeah.
Because it is very self-contained. It's the most TV show out of any of these Disney Plus series because it's episodic in nature, and the other shows are more like prolonged films. This felt like an actual television show.
Shit, it got me wanting, like, hey, what the fuck are they going to do with Scar?
Yeah, I mean, it has those tie-ins to the rest of the Marvel Cinematic Universe. I mean,
where's World War Hulk?
I mean, really clearly, it is tying into the rest of the MCU. But it did feel very self-contained, and you don't get more self-contained than breaking reality. Oh, yeah. Going into the real world and talking to God, essentially, So yeah, I really enjoyed what they did at the end of it, and I have a theory about this show.
Sure.
And I'm curious about what you think of this theory.
Well, let's hear it.
And I thought about it after the season finale of She-Hulk. Okay? So you ready? Okay. So I think She-Hulk, the show, is secretly about the multiverse. I think it is secretly a part of the multiverse saga. You know, because you have shows like Moon Knight, Miss Marvel, which are there to set up new heroes, right? Same as She-Hulk, right? But I think this show is secretly about the multiverse. I'm going to explain my reasoning, right?
Okay.
So I'm thinking with this, when She-Hulk enters the real world, it's not just the real world. It's not literally our world, because, you know, they had an AI instead of Kevin Feige himself, right? They had Hal from 2001 instead of Kevin Feige, right? I think what it is, I think the universe that she gets into, the real world, quote unquote, is the original universe in the Marvel multiverse. I think
original universe.
I think it's the original universe. I think She-Hulk is one of these people who can peer into other universes, specifically this real one, this original. Let's call it Earth Prime, for the sake of argument, right? She can peer into it.
Copyright, okay.
Right. Yeah. She can look at Earth Prime. Let's say that, and she can just walk to other universes, and this is part of that.
That actually does make sense.
Yeah, you know. And the thing is, I think that this show could only have happened after Loki, you know, because it's dealing with alternate realities. And I feel like that's just what's going on. I think she's just found a universe where it's the universe that created the MCU, you know? So I think that's what's going on.
That does sound pretty good.
Yeah. Yeah. Do you think we'll ever see the quote unquote real world again in the MCU?
I have no idea.
Yeah. You think that's just one and done?
I'm just gonna leave that as a mystery. Probably it probably is gonna be a one and done, depending if they do another season of She-Hulk.
Yeah. Well, they bring up the idea of her showing up in other films and everything. She, they joke about it like, oh yeah, you're gonna show up in a film. If she shows up in, say, Avengers Kang Dynasty, do you think she'll do much of the breaking the fourth wall, or do you want them to kind of
quite honestly
pull back on that?
Yeah, they, in my opinion, they should hold back on that because, I'm not gonna lie, Kang Dynasty, in my opinion, is a very fucking. It's basically Infinity War, okay?
Right.
This is a completely new, different shit. This is not aliens this time.
Yeah.
This is the 23rd century, or
I don't remember where he's. I think it's the 30th or something.
Okay,
like that.
there you go. This is the 30th century invading us this time, and it's on a bigger scale. Because that's your gateway to the multiverse, and Kang, in my opinion, is a lot more powerful than Thanos. Okay,
yeah.
It's not just because of power, the sheer power that Kang has. It's the knowledge that he has. Okay, he's from the 30th century. Okay, whatever happened in the past, he knows. Whatever you're gonna do, he knows. Every single thing that you could think of that you could do to Kang, he already knows. Therefore, he could legitimately counter or not counter at all.
Yeah, the thing about breaking the fourth wall, I like what they did with She-Hulk at the end, where she went to the real world and she talked to her writers and everything. I thought that was great for She-Hulk, but I don't think they can do it again.
Oh yeah.
And I wouldn't want them to do it again, because if you keep on doing that, you run the risk of very heavily lessening the stakes of everything that comes out after, because it'll be tough for people to take what you're talking about seriously.
Oh yeah.
If all you can do is just jump to the real world and tell Kevin Feige to change up your movie,
I'm not gonna lie, it would be really fucking funny.
Yeah.
If it'd be really fucking funny if in the Kang Dynasty, she does try to do something similar to what she did, but then in this, I guess you could say a jump scare horror way, Kang just fucking already knows. He's just like, hey, what the fuck are you doing?
Get back here.
Yeah, get back here. And then she just gets fucking scared. What the fuck?
Or it'd be also really cool is that, say they do incorporate they don't just make it a joke, the real world in the Marvel Cinematic Universe. They make it an actual timeline that was branched off, like, or it's the main timeline, right? So whatever, it's a universe in the multiverse, right? And Kang sees that and he destroys it. And he's like, you're not going to be able to win that way. You have to fucking face me. You know what I mean? I think that would be pretty interesting, because at that point you get insanely meta, like to the point of like no return, man. Like that would be really cool.
That's the thing with Kang, in my opinion. Like there is no fucking like return or like easy way out of it. Like with Kang, like this is Kang, dude. Like this is a big fucking character, a big villain, okay? Like this is a guy that has killed himself throughout the entirety of the fucking multiverse, okay? He looked at other versions of himself and said, I'm better, I'm superior. This version of me sucks, okay? And he just kills. Or like if he meets another version and he thinks like, we're equals. Hey, you know what? Let's find others that are equals like us, and let's make our own fucking Kang
Dynasty.
There you go. Or Council of Kangs.
Right.
There you go.
Could you imagine how crazy the theater would get if during a battle, let's say, She-Hulk says, like, looks to the audience real quick and says, I'll go talk to the Kevin. And she tries that shit again. And then Kang just destroys that universe and tells She-Hulk, now you're stuck with me. Like,
you thought this was easy.
You thought this would be that easy. No, that would be nuts.
That'd be terrifying.
That would be terrifying. Kang killed us.
Yeah, see,
we won't be able to bail Jennifer out. That would be fucking. I would actually be. It's the Halloween season, so I've been watching some horror stuff, like creepypastas or video games and stuff, and it's given me trouble sleeping. I would not sleep for a week if they did that type of shit.
Oh, yeah.
Where Kang just destroyed the real world and said, I'm all that's left. Fuck. No.
Fuck that.
Fuck you, dude.
Damn, that would be pretty fucking terrifying. Like, well, holy shit, we just got wiped the fuck out. Like,
it's us.
Holy fuck.
It cuts to footage of you, Justin, and in your apartment here. And you're like, shit! Oh, shit!
You know what? I'm not gonna lie. That would be a pretty damn crazy theater experience.
Yeah. What are you doing? Are you playing Netflix during the podcast? What the fuck? What's wrong with you?
Yeah, sure.
All right, we are back, and we are joined by two foos in the corner over there. Andrew, come over here.
What's up?
Come over here, Andrew.
It's Andrew and
Andrew and Jacob's over there on the couch.
Nip Nips.
Hello.
What's up,
yes.
Andrew? How you doing, man?
I'm stuffed. Ate some really bomb Himalayan food. That was delicious.
Yeah, wait, hold on a second. Andrew, so we've been talking about Wolverine. We've been talking about She-Hulk and everything. We've been having a good time. And tomorrow is your birthday.
Holy
Yeah.
shit!
Right.
Happy birthday, my man!
Thank you.
Holy
Thank you.
fuck!
I hope you're excited.
Yeah.
Here, why don't you
25, man.
take a look at this?
What?
Yeah.
Oh, what
Here,
is that?
come on, Mike, and look at it.
What is this?
It's a bag.
Uh-huh.
It's a black bag.
Little
It's sick.
black bag.
Yeah,
It's a
yeah.
black
All right,
bag.
go ahead, open it, see what's in there.
Holy
Julius.
shit!
Let's see what you got.
Plot twist. It's drugs.
Yo, is that a coffee cake? Yeah.
Oh shit! It is a coffee
Julius,
cake.
fuck
Yes.
yeah, man.
It's a coffee cake.
Hell yeah.
You got some
I
coffee.
ate some
here.
Yeah.
food, but I'm fucking down for coffee cake. Hell yeah, dude.
Coffee
Oh,
cake.
shit,
Oh wait,
what's
there's
this?
more. Oh shit!
Is that an Evil Dead hat, bro? This is
Oh,
fucking sick.
what
Like
the
Stage
fuck?
42.
Evil Dead.
Look at his fucking face.
Oh
He's
no!
going hard on
Oh
this
no!
shit, too.
Fucking
Yeah.
way.
It's a Evil Dead hat
Ooh.
from the
that
Mystic
shit is
Museum in
hard.
Burbank.
Oh, dude, that's fucking
Yeah.
sick.
That's
man.
badass.
Yeah, happy birthday tomorrow. Tomorrow's your birthday.
October, brother.
October brothers, that's right. I dropped my watch somewhere.
Oh.
Shit. Yeah.
It's under the record thing, so I'll get it for you, Julius.
This man is a very good man. I appreciate him very
Yeah,
much.
yeah, he's a very good man.
Look at him, one white claw.
I just-
man.
Yeah.
Andrew is now bought off. He's mine.
Quite honestly, that I have photographic proof that's not his first White Claw. That's actually his fifth.
5 White Claws.
Yeah.
6.
Yeah, 6.
But anyway, what we're talking about Kang fucking us up. Kang the Conqueror is going to be a menace. Jonathan Majors looks like a menace already, and I want to see a
how
scene.
He's fucking built.
Oh yeah, no, he can
Guy
crush the multiverse with his tricep, dude.
Guy looks like a fucking monster. He looks more menacing than fucking Josh Brolin did in fucking Thanos.
we need a scene of him destroying our reality in Kang Dynasty, and I think She-Hulk just confirmed that will happen.
Wouldn't it? Oh, there you go. That's what I was talking about. How awesome of a theater experience would it be if, fucking She-Hulk, she does try to go into that universe again.
Yeah.
And like Kang's just like, what do you think you're doing?
I need at least.
That it's not gonna be that simple. And then like right before like that happens, like it just cuts to like a theater of us. Like Kang's
A live feed?
Yeah, a live fucking feed. I'm not shitting you. It says like,
you're next.
Yeah, you're next, and then just wipes us all the fuck out, and then just
yeah. How likely do you think it will be that Kang will look at the camera in the film?
No, it's likely.
I think it would be crazy if, to establish the power this guy has, he literally looks away from the Avengers, looks at us, the audience, and does that snapping shit or whatever, and then you see an Earth explode, and it's our Earth. It would be disgusting. It's that disgusting, you know. I love what we've been saying about Kang. Again, Jonathan Majors could squish our heads with his tricep.
Squash it.
Yeah, it's really sus. It's really good.
You sussy baka.
Andrew? Did you watch She-Hulk? Oh, you haven't? Okay. Well,
fuck.
We just completed the conversation.
You're good.
We just finished it up.
We finished.
Yeah.
I like Daredevil. He clapped them cheeks, boy.
Yeah. What did you think of what the fuck? Daredevil? What's his name? Daredevil coming in and having the 10-pound ass cheeks on him.
Having intercourse with a green beast. I'm not gonna lie. It was very Daredevil of him to do. I mean, hey man. You gotta clap, irradiated cheeks sometimes.
Here, pass me that. So we have a little green stress man here.
Yes,
and
green little stress man.
It's very squishy in my hand.
Very squishy.
This is
very squashy.
This is all. If I close my eyes, I'm Matt Murdock now. You know what I mean? Like that's. Here, take this back, you dirty bastard. Take it back.
You nasty motherfucker.
You gotta watch She-Hulk, Jacob. Just for that part.
Yeah, just for that.
Yeah.
Just skip the other episodes. Just go to that one.
Of course you go to that episode instantly.
Yeah, can we acknowledge the fact that we were here once at your place, Justin, and you wanted to watch Shark Tale, and it was paused at a very specific moment.
Oh my!
And it was when Angelina Jolie's fish showed up, and it was at that point that you were like, "Oh, I'm done. I got what I needed out of Shark Tale. I got what I needed out of it." You know.
That was a long fucking time ago, and you realize that other people use my fucking Hulu.
And they stop at that point. I find that very unlikely. I think you're the reason that Shark Tale. Is that what it's called? Shark Tale?
Yeah, it's Shark Tale.
Yeah, with Will Smith. Yeah, I think you are the reason why.
Slapping Smith.
Slappy. He had his hand turned into one of those flippers from Shark Tale.
Keep my wife's name out your fucking.
Yeah, gills.
Out your fucking gills. And you know what? No, fins actually sounds better.
Oh well, fuck you then.
Fuck you.
Fuck you.
Fuck you and your gills. All right. What do you think this is, Aquaman? No,
I'm excited for Namor. But before we wrap it up,
it's not Namor. It's Namor.
Is that how they're pronouncing it?
Yes, Namor.
Say it again.
Namor.
Namor.
Yeah, Namor.
I like that actually.
Are you kidding me? That sounds more menacing than Namor.
Are they gonna call him the Submariner though?
Nah, I mean, I don't think so.
What are they calling him? They called him
Kukulkan.
Kukulkan.
That translate from that's Mayan, and it translates to the feathered serpent god.
That's dope.
It's because you know how Namor looks like he looks.
He looks like an
Hispanic, and he has like the wings on his feet. They're trying to compare him more to the Aztec god of the winds. So, yeah,
that's cool.
In my opinion, that's better. Are you kidding me?
Why are you looking at me that way, Jacob? You look.
He looks like he's blown away.
I think you're gonna be Namor, or I'm sorry, Namor for Halloween, dude.
Oh yeah, right there, man.
Charge it like your cyborg. Drop it like it's hot.
Go ahead, my friend. My energy is your energy.
See, that's what I'm talking about. This is why I like recording here, because I get to use the free shit. It was delicious. It's good coffee cake. You like the coffee cake? Oh, fantastic. This is fantastic. I happy birthday once again, Andrew.
Happy birthday.
Hey, Andrew, come over here. Come over here.
Holy shit.
Come over here. I want to ask, because I told you what we'd be talking about. Yes. I want to ask what you think about. Jacob, if you want to come also. I mean, you look a little blasted right now. But ask what you think about Hugh Jackman coming back as Wolverine in Deadpool 3.
I'm excited, man.
Here, speak of the mic.
Well, yeah, no, I'm excited. I wonder what they're gonna do, man. Logan, like. I really want to see that. We'll see, man. Deadpool 3. When's it coming out? Is there like a date anytime?
Is it 2024, Justin? When
2024.
Yeah.
See the claws. We're going to see the fucking claws. The claws and the blades. I know they're going to fight. I know.
Yeah.
And then we got to see it.
But, I wanted to ask you another question about the multiverse, but it would be a spoiler for She-Hulk, so I don't want to say anything.
I'll answer that next
podcast.
Next podcast.
Jacob, what do you think?
Your co-host.
You want to answer? Hugh Jackman and Wolverine. He's coming back.
It's pretty cool. He wears the costume.
Yeah, I think he will wear
92 costume.
92. That's right.
That's right.
Wait, is it 92 or 97?
What? The What?
Costume, the yellow one.
Animated series.
I think that's the. I think it's just isn't this just 90. The 90s in general?
92. No, I remember a number being.
It's 92 is when it premiered, right?
The arcade game is pretty cool too.
The arcade version?
Yeah, the game.
The game? Yeah. What they have barcade?
Yeah.
Yeah, I hope he wears that. He'll finally wear the yellow spandex.
Actually, you know what? I'm not gonna lie to y'all. Like, it's actually been a while since we've all been to the barcade.
Hey. Well, that's another podcast.
That's another podcast. But you know what? We're gonna have to make a mission to go to the barcade.
We will. Before we wrap this issue up, I love you. I wanted to bring up some comics because this is a comic book podcast.
Of course.
Before I bring up what I've been reading, have you been reading anything? Have you been updating your catalog any?
Well, I mean, Berserker. The Keanu Reeves character. I have book 2, so I've been reading a little bit more Spawn. I need to get the third book of Spawn, but fuck, those books cost $55 each.
Yeah.
I just finished reading The Watchmen again because it's just that bad fucking ass.
Did you read the in between? Like the Tales of the Black Freighter, the news articles?
No, I have not. I really do want to see those.
Yeah.
But I have been reading a lot of Hellboy recently because your boy.
And you're
Lightbox Expo.
Say it again?
Lightbox Expo.
The Lightbox Expo at the Paseo, or right next to the Paseo.
Yeah.
And
so I went to go get my pass.
Yeah.
For the expo tomorrow, and as I was walking away, I saw this guy with this interesting looking forearm tattoo. I was just like, oh man, that's a really nice tattoo. Wait a minute, that tattoo looks really familiar. And then I looked at this guy, like his face from a distance, and then I was just because he was walking with the hat that he was wearing, I was just like, what the no. Can't be. And I just out of curiosity I got closer as he was coming closer to me, and he walked
walking right
he walked past me, and then I heard his voice, and I was like, okay, I know I'm not fucking tripping. That's fucking Mike Mignola. And I wanted to
You
say
saw it today?
Yes, I saw. I'm not
You
lying.
saw the creator of Hellboy today in the streets.
Yes, he was walking towards the expo, and I wanted to say something, but then I'm like, the guy's probably busy.
Yeah.
So I'd rather just let him be. But holy fucking shit, I saw Mike Mignola before the fucking expo. I'm tripping out.
See, it's curious.
I wanted to call you and tell you about it, but then I'm like, he's working.
Yeah.
I don't want to fucking.
It's crazy that you
Fuck.
get nervous during these situations, but when we pass random white people in the streets, you'll yell at the top of your lungs chimpanzee noises. It's interesting how that little duality you have.
Well, I mean, it's Mike Mignola. He created the Hellboy universe. Like,
I only breathe to love you.
yeah. like this man.
Well, that's cool, man.
This man can fucking think.
But if you could just shake his hand and say, "Hey, man, thank you so much."
Okay,
for making
remember.
this.
No, okay.
Would you never wash that hand again? Would you lick it?
No.
Would you smell
My
it?
reaction. Okay, okay. This is.
Would you smell it?
This is a stupid question, but
Right.
have you seen the Jimmy Neutron movie?
Yeah. Jacob and I watched it the other month. Actually,
I'm sorry.
Yeah, we watched
But,
Jimmy Neutron the movie.
But okay, remember that fucking scene where like Sheen, is that his fucking name? Sheen. Okay, there you go. Sheen.
God.
He he's all like fucking like yes Ultra Lord yes.
I'm here for Mike Mignola.
No. Remember that scene from She-Hulk with fucking Daredevil? Matt just walks in. I'm here. That's what's gonna be like.
I have trouble finding parking, man.
Even though I can only see out of one eye, but that's okay.
There you go. One book that I've been reading is a Batman book.
A Batman book.
It is Batman.
Whoa, which one?
Well, it is Batman 89. They
89.
released a trade of Batman 89, the book that is the sequel to the Michael Keaton films.
Ooh,
And it incorporates Two-Face, Catwoman, and Robin.
and Robin.
Yeah, and it's really cool so far. It's a cool what if of what could happen, because Michael Keaton
Yeah.
was meant to be in Batman Forever, but that was Val Kilmer and Joel Schumacher doing it. This is about... it's very much inspired, I think, by The Dark Knight. We're going to wrap it up because we've been going on for a while. I know you're tired, Justin. You've been having a rough couple weeks, and you need to rest.
And especially a rough couple of days.
Yeah. So
do yourself a favor before we log off. Brush your fucking teeth.
please.
Make sure you go to the dentist and drink your water. Floss your fucking teeth. Because if you don't, okay, hold on.
Okay, you need to turn into Chip Skylark.
If you don't, you'll end up like me.
Pause. You can quit.
Jesus. All right, we're gonna wrap it up. Justin, thanks so much for coming on. Guys, thank you guys for coming in later on. Andrew, happy birthday. Guys, thank you so much for listening. I hope you had a good one. Have a good one. Stay safe and goodbye.